Hello everyone, welcome again to Maths with Nathan here at Palatine School. I've got another game. This game is Nice and Nasty Part 2. Hopefully you've watched the video for Part 1, so this is for Part 2. Now just as with Part 1, I've got my digit cards, numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. They're there, you can make those out of paper, they're all mixed up, I don't know which ones are where. And this time on my piece of paper, can you see here? I've got player 1 and player 2, and it says tens and ones. Tens and ones. Now you might remember this, adults, as tens and units. That's certainly the way I remember it, even when I started teaching, but nowadays we call them tens and ones, and that's how numbers are made. Two-digit numbers are made up. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose one of these digit cards. So the nice version, first of all, where I keep the cards that I pick up. So I'm going to go for this one. And this is number, there's a tricky one to start with, number 5. All right, now I could put it in my tens column, or I could put it in my ones column. Now once you put it in a column, it has to stay there. You can't move it afterwards. So I'm looking at that one and thinking, what shall I go for? Tens or ones? I'm going to put it in the ones column. Then it would be the time for my partner. Now we know, social distancing, I haven't got anyone to play with at the moment. Oh, poor old Nathan. But I can always carry on and pretend that I have. So I'm going to pick this card. 7. 7. Now, over on player 2 over here, I could make that 7 tens. Or 7 ones. Now if I make it 7 tens, that would be 70. If I make it 7 ones, 7. Now 7's quite a big digit, so I'm going to put it in the tens column. Right, here we go. What shall I go for? What shall I go for? I'm going to go for that one. Number 1. Now I have to put it in the tens column because that's the only one that I've got free now. And that makes, what number does that make? I've got 1 10 and 5 ones. It makes the number 15. You might have worked out who's won already. But let's carry on. I'm going to pick this card here. Look, number 8. Wonderful. That has to go in the gap. And it makes the number 78. So which is bigger? 15 or 78? 78 is greater than 15. 78 is greater than 15, so player 2 wins. Of course, you could change the rules to say lowest number wins, but you'd have to do that at the start of the game. So that is the nice version. Would you like to see the nasty version? Because the game is called Nice and Nasty for a reason. Right, here we go. So I'm going to be player 1 first of all, and I'm going to choose a card. Now in the nasty version, I've got 5 again. Why does that keep happening? I have to put it in player 2's numbers. I'm going to make their number, which means player 2 is going to make my number. So I need to choose, shall I put it as 5 tens or 5 ones? I'm going to put it as 5 tens, which makes 50. That's right, 5 tens are 50. Okay, time for player 2 now. They're going to pick their card. And they've picked number 2. And they're going to put it on my side. And they know that number 2 is quite a small number, so they're going to put it in the tens column. Because 2 tens will make 20. Okay, right, my turn. You might already see what's going to happen. I'm going to pick this one. 7. 7, well I have to put it in the gap. 57. And then player 2 is going to pick 6 for me. Goes in there, goes in the gap. Who wins? It's player 2 again, because 57 is greater than 26. Of course, you could play the game where you just pick any 2 cards at once and try and make the biggest number that you can. So player 1 might have a 2 and a 6. And player 2 might have a 3 and a 1. And then, which is bigger? 26. Look, 62 is bigger than 26. Because 6 is the most significant digit. What's going to go here? 31 Or is it 13? No, 31 is definitely bigger than 13. Oh, but this time, player 1 won, because 62 is greater than 31. So that's another way you could play it. And here's another way you could play it. You could decide, actually, I'm going to have 3 columns, and I'm going to have ones, I'm going to have tens, and wow, I'm even going to have hundreds. You might need 1 piece of paper each to play this game. And then you could decide whether to put the digit in the hundreds column, in the tens column, in the ones column. If you were feeling really brave, you could even add a thousands column. Okay, remember the nice game, you get to pick where you put your number. The nasty version, your partner chooses where you have to put the card. Alright? The nice and nasty game. Good way of thinking about how big numbers are and making bigger numbers. Right then, that's the end of this game. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, bye-bye.